Ahoy YouTubers, this is Andu with my second Longstrike video tonight, and this is a very special video because I've got my hands on something really cool. Of course you all know what it is. I have a first gen blue Longstrike. By first gen I mean blue because they did make later versions of it. The fact is, getting one of these in this good a condition just is not heard of anymore unless you spend an extraordinary amount of money. I've been wanting to do a project that I need one of these for, and you'll hear all about soon enough. And I finally found one. Now, what's special about this is that, let me assemble it a little bit while we're going, is that this was bought several years ago when it was, on the shelves in numbers, assembled, used very little, and then put into a cabinet and left there. And it makes its way out every once in a while for use by my my college physics department. And we were cleaning stuff out the other day, and I found it, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. I want to review this in this form, and then see what I can do. So I got permission to do a mod project on this, which again you'll all hear about soon. But anyway, let's get to looking. So this is an entirely stock blue Longstrike in beautiful condition, and the only things wrong with it are the factory defects. So a little bit of overspray from the paint in a couple of spaces. Creaks very little. Usually any blaster that you've taken apart has some creak in it, and this has virtually none. The only creak I'm getting are from the stock connection, which is slightly loose because it's not a permanent attachment, and the barrel, if I really monkey with it. Now the thing is, this barrel doesn't come off it'll come off, but there's a lot of resistance, and that's because of the way this little dent in here accepts the locking knob on the barrel extension. And that's something that I figured out how to fix, and I mentioned that in my other Longstrike video, which should be right above or below this one on my channel. It's my whiteout Longstrike video. Anyway, it looks cool. This blaster looks awesome, and when you get your hands on it, it feels powerful. You feel like you're a sniper. Some function locks I'll notice. The jam door will not open with the bolt closed, so if I hold the bolt, the thing is, the spring is so light on this, if I pull on the jam door, it'll push the priming handle partway back. I prime it partway. There's a lock that's holding it halfway. That's an annoying lock, but it's there. All the way back, all the way forward, and since this is bone stock, I'm not worried about dry firing, and it sounds very weak, actually. The stock is not removable. Something I am noticing, there's some wear already on the stock here where some blue paint is showing through. I'm pretty sure Nerf doesn't clear coat their paint. So that's something I would definitely do if you wanted to keep this looking beautiful. And some of the paint is weird. This yellow looks just completely out of place. Yellow hasn't been used on Nerf blasters for a while. There is the new Raven Stinger, but I think this was an attempt to tie it into the old N-Strike line with the N-Strike yellow. So that looks kind of odd, and most of it has this awesome dark gray silver. That looks so cool. Metallic dark gray, a little silver to it. Then there's this yellow silver, and it's just hideous. I don't like the way that looks, but it's there. Some other things. It's got this fold-up sight up at the front that has never been raised before, so this is the first time. There we go. Got it up. And that's for the sake of this iron sight set here. Not a lot of use in a Nerf blaster with drop, but I'll put that back down because I really don't need it. A couple of other things. here is the original clip. Remember the old, completely opaque clips? Not opaque. One half of this is transparent on new Elite clips. See, like that? And this is definitely an older clip. So I've loaded it up with 4 Elite streamlines. Actually, I'm going to cut the video. And I'm back. I actually found all 6 original streamline darts in the clip when this blaster was discovered. And I might as well, in fair play, load those up. So I put in 2 of the original streamline darts and 6 new Elite darts. And, well, why don't we fire them off while we've got them here. That bolt action prime does feel kind of cool, especially since it's so easy to manipulate like that. But I gotta tell you, the range is not impressive. I think I got equal or even better range out of my stock Mavericks. This is an all-show, no function blaster. So that's something that definitely needs to be fixed. And people have done it, of course. The thing is, this has the same reverse plunger system as the Recon and the Raider, the original slam fire thingy that came before the Rampage. So the power is definitely subpar. Something that is cool about the Longstrike, the long shot, had a vertical clip holder in the stock. The Longstrike can hold 2 6-dart clips. It won't hold anything bigger. You could possibly modify this to accept 18-round drums, but that could get in the way perhaps. So anyway, load this up. It'll hold 2 clips like that, and it holds them very securely. Another thing I will show you, I do have the original sight attachment, and when we put this on, it's got a couple of different sighting options. It's got an iron sight set already, just as is, but these also pop up. And I think I put this on backwards, actually. Flip it around. And this is supposed to look like some sort of aperture sight, which means it has a very small hole that you get your eye up to and lets you focus where you're aiming. You'll find this on a modern AR-type rifle and many other types of rifle firearms you can put aperture sights onto. And then it's got this windage and elevation sort of thing. And it's really not super useful, but as long as I'm talking about that, I found the instructions. Even the instructions are here. Essentially, all I'm missing is the box. And the instructions, you know when they say they don't make them like they used to? This is a good example. These instructions are very clear and clean. They have black and white images, and they don't show any extra detail that gets in the way. Like the new Zombie Strike line has a bunch of extra lines and shapes and stuff, and nitty-gritty appearance. I don't like it. If I'm wrong about that, I haven't looked at those in a long time. But I know modern instructions annoy me. But this is very clear. It explains how to attach everything. It explains how to operate the blaster. And this is the part that really takes me. It shows how to use these sights. So if you're in close range, you can leave it like this. But if you want to fire longer range, you can pop this up, and you can see if you can visualize this line with me here. Visualize a horizontal line coming straight out of this barrel, and then a horizontal line coming straight from the top of this sight. See, they're parallel, right? Now tilt them so that you're staring at the muzzle tip from the top of this. It explains in here very clearly how to use the sight and elevation to hit a target. And that is incredibly cool. It actually shows a ballistic trajectory in the instructions. I don't know that you'll be able to see it, but I'll give you a try. And I just think this is cool. And I don't know if this blaster actually qualifies in the Nerf community as vintage, but in a couple of years, it definitely will be. So, I think this is cool. Here, you can't pull the mag out with the bolt forward, even part way back. Pull it all the way back. The magazine does not drop free. But there we go. That, folks, is the stock blue Longstrike. And I am very fortunate to have gotten my hands on it and to have gotten the permission that I have to do a project with this. And I promise you won't be disappointed. You know, there's one other thing I want to mention quick while I have this here. Yes, there's a bunch of tactical rails. You can move your stuff around. You can put a foregrip or a bipod on this. I've seen that done. This piece won't do you a lot of good down here, even though it doesn't do you a lot of good anyway. But looking at this, the name, Longstrike CS-6, you know, I know they don't paint everything on here that they could for the sake of cost, but seriously, the name should have been painted in. The name is here, but it should have been painted in. That does bother me. So that's going to be my review. I'm looking forward to doing a project on this starting in the immediate future. I don't know when I'll finish it, but I'll be working on it. If you want to follow that project, if I decide to post anything on it before I'm done, I don't know. You can see the link in the description or at the end of the video to my Facebook page. If I can get the links to work, if I can't, they won't be there. I'm very sorry. Just go search Andu Majomi, and you'll get the mark of shame from Halo 2 at the beginning of my, that you see at the beginning of my, at the beginning of my videos. That's all I've got for tonight. Thank you very much for watching, and keep your stick on the ice.